What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy LMD with LMD Trading, and we are back after a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody out there had a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully, if you were in the market yesterday, it was a good day for you in the market. We had a decent day, I guess you can say. It was a 2-hour day. Been stepping up a little bit more lately. Actually been kind of changing the strategy a little bit, and it's actually been working. When you look at these numbers, you might kind of question it, but let's go ahead. Let's bring up TRADERVUE. Gonna be reviewing trades for Friday, November 25th. We took 7 trades. Closed P&L 201.40. Took 1 trade pre-market. We got in this one pre-market, ATVI, Activision. That was our biggest trade of the day. We made 64.26 on that bad boy. Got out basically right as the market opened, because it basically did the opposite. It started tanking and we got out of it. We traded that 2 more times. Right here, max unrealized 72. Ended up getting 36 out of it. Traded it again, max unrealized 62. Ended up getting 27 out of that one. Traded MANU a couple of times. This thing right here was just spectacular. It just moved like crazy. I just couldn't trust it, so I kind of just scalped my way in and out. Max unrealized is what we made on that one. Come down to the last one of the morning. Max unrealized 35. We made 15. And then we traded Shell. Took a stab at Shell. Max unrealized 1956. That's what we made. And then we traded S Black. Max unrealized 32. 1620 is what we made. So basically just taking very small base hits. Just taking small base hits, and it added up to basically 2R. Basically 2R. So not a bad morning. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up the charts real quick, and we're going to keep it pushing. As always, I like to look at the SPY, see what the SPY had did. As you can see, green line, previous high of day. We don't even see the red line. Let's go ahead. Red line, previous low of day. When you see that, it is an inside day, meaning stock is trading inside of the previous day. It's kind of hard for a stock to move when it's just trading inside of the previous candle. That's why we look for gap ups or gap downs. We want them to gap up so it's out of the previous high of day, or gap down so it's out of the previous low of day. Hard to trade, and you can see that it just traded in a very small range. This is what it actually looked like. Basically just traded in that upper area of the previous candle. Never could break out of it. Tried just one time. This is the daily. Let me remove empty, remove the lines. This is what the daily looks like on the SPY. It's still decent, but look at what it's about to run into. The 100 moving average. So we see the smaller time frame averages, they're in an uptrend. Long time frame 100, it's on a downtrend. They are going to converge. When they converge, that's where it's going to get interesting. We are going to see if the market is still going to push higher or if the market is going to push lower. One thing that I do like is in my long-term investing account, my M1 Finance account, my SPY stocks are actually green right now, which is good. And that's the thing about that dollar cost averaging. I was buying it on the way down, and I'm buying it back up on the way up. The average of that has me green on those shares. Can't say the same for Tesla. Tesla is getting hammered. Tesla and Amazon, those two are getting hammered. I'll probably make a video this weekend. I'll try to see if I can get one done, just updating my M1 finance. It is red right now. It is red primarily because of two stocks, Tesla and Amazon. But let's go ahead. Let us review these trades real quick so we can keep it pushing. TVI going to be the first one. As you'll notice, not going to have show trades on here. I'm reviewing this on a Saturday, the day after the market was open. So we're going to have to revert to TRADERVUE to get our times and entries. So this first one, we took pre-market. We took this one at 9.25. So we was getting in off of this candle here pre-market. Shorten it at $74. Getting in right there. Up, and it's not gonna let me drop a arrow because I don't have the arrows turned on right there. But you can see where we were getting in. Not the best entry at all. Got in this one at 9.25.54. So this candle right here, it just started to push down. No clear indication that it is going down. And we got out at 9:30 and 53 seconds. So we can come to this candle now. And we got out at 73.67. So getting out right there. Again, this was a short. Getting in right there. Stop possibly is going to be up here on the top side. We bought 200 shares. And I want to say I was in full on this thing. So that would have been a 50-cent stop. Getting in right there. So the stop would have been at 74.50. Stop would have been up here, would not have stopped out. We would not have stopped out. And we see that this thing kind of made that move up, and then it did keep pushing down. So we most likely could have hit target on this. Getting in at 74, 50-cent stop. We would have needed a dollar move down to 73. What was the low? Actually, we'll have to look at the low on here. 73.05. So holding on to this, it would have come up a little bit short of getting 2-to-1 on the money. But again, we got out. We made 64.26. So not a bad trade. And like I said, lately I've just been kind of taking what the market has been given. This one I got out because it did pop down and it started leaving this bottoming tail. Decent volume. I didn't want to take a chance on this thing reversing. So went on and got out of it. Let's look at the next trade. 9.55 is when we got into that one. Let's look at the details real quick. Another short. 9.55. So getting in on this candle right here. 73.56 was the entry. So basically right there, it tested VWAP, pushed down, 300 shares this time. So that's going to be about, so 35-cent stop is 286 shares. 30-cent stop is 333. So we somewhere right in the middle. So maybe a 32-cent stop. So the stop on this one, let's call it 73.90. 73.90. Look at that. That's about right. Putting the stop just on the top side of the VWAP. This thing never did even look like it was going to stop us out. We ended up getting out of this one 2 minutes later. 73.44 is where we got out at, as this was pushing back up. And we made $36 as it made the very bottom. We was up 72 bucks. So getting in right there. Let's see something real quick. We got in at 73.56. What's the high of this candle? 73.57. So this would have come back up, stopped us out had we moved it to break even, but easily would have hit target. We was in, let's say we were in at 35. We would have needed 70 out of the move. We would have needed 72.75. Is that right? Yeah, 72.75. So would not have hit target, but definitely would have had 1 R out of the trade. Again, let's just take that profit that we can get, 36 bucks. And last trade of the morning on ATVI. We took this one at 10.07. 10.07 is going to be that candle right there. Another short. 73.30 was the entry. So getting in. Definitely not a good entry. I see one reason not to take the trade being this bottoming tail. Let's look up at the 5 minute though. 5 minute was leaving a topping tail. So on the 5, it's giving a different picture. It's giving a better picture. So I do like that picture a little bit better. We did 250 shares on that one. 250 shares is a 40-cent stop. So getting in right there, 40-cent stop is going to be 73.70. We got the stop not quite up above VWAP. One thing about this, if you notice these big stops, what that does is it does mess with the risk to reward. It does mess with the risk to reward, but it gives a better opportunity on not stopping out. We end up getting out of this one 10 minutes later, 10:17. So we get out in that candle, 73.19. And if you notice, we were 2 minute bar by barring this one. So once this thing closed and it finished below our entry, I just started 2 minute bar by barring. So once this candle closed, it pushed down. I put the stop just above it, came back up, tag, stopped me out. Max unrealized on this one was 62.52, made 27.52. So kind of just basically taking what the chart is giving, but trying to make sure that we are in good trades that are going to be moving down. Let's go ahead and take a look at MANU real quick. It's the one that I said make a killer move. Look at what this thing did off the open. Nice solid move. Gave a good entry right here. That would have been a good entry. Another decent entry right there. Off of this little flag breakout, if you want to call it that. Let's see where we got in. So first trade, we got in 9:35, getting in early. 9:35, 20.73. Drop that right there. Market opens, showing a little strength. How many shares did we buy? 150. 150 is about a 60, we'll call it 65. 65-cent stop is 154 shares. So getting in at 20.73. 65 is going to make it about 210. About 2010, I guess I should say. So putting it below that candle. We see again, this thing never gets close to stopping us out. We get out of this one a minute later. A minute later at 2090. So got out in this candle. We got out at 2090. Got scared out of the trade. Got scared out of the trade. If you look where we were getting out, it's above this line. It was holding. It did kind of come back. Don't see that this went against us none. Max unrealized gains was 2279. But TRADERVUE is not showing me that it did go against me. So that would lead me to believe that I got in after this push. But nah, that can't be right because it closed down here. Closed down there. So still, look at all of that we left. Man. It's just one of those things. Let's look at this last MANU. This was last trade of the day. Got in this one as it had pretty much made all of the move that it was going to make. 1031. 1031. You click that back. So getting in off of this candle right here, 2268. Ooh, we are buying the high. Ugly. Buying the high. Got out of this one 15 minutes later. 2271. We got out at 1046. Let's find the 1046 candle right there. Got out 2271. Right there. Basically, as it is pushing back above this area right here. Got out for $35. And we see what it did. This is that peekaboo that I talk about. Came up, peekaboo. Might pull some people in thinking it's going to go higher. Nope, it rolled right over. That was high of the day. We got out before it even had a chance to do that. Didn't want to get caught in that. Not a good entry right there. Look up at the 5 minute. We buying the top off of a huge move. Look at how far that is extended. Another look at right here. This shallow pullback equals a shallow follow through. Didn't come back over to the VWAP. This was a trade we kind of got lucky on and was able to get back out of it making some money because this one did pull back. Yeah, definitely not a good trade. If I had to assume, I'm gonna say stop was right there, but nah, not a good trade. It definitely would have stopped out here. No real place to put a stop though. If you look, that's the importance of buying pullbacks. Taking buy setups, as professional traders call them, buy setups. A pullback to the 9 and moving average. Get in right there, set the stop right there. That candle 17 cents. Even if you call it 20, 22 is going to be 1. 22.20 is going to be 2R. It's hitting target in this candle right there. What's the high of that one? 22.17. So you're getting target over here as your first area of concern is right there. See how that works with technical analysis? If we could just stick to and follow technical analysis, trading would be so much easier. Let's look at Shell. Had Shell on the watch list. I had BP on the watch list. Had both of these on the watch list. looking at the candle over here in TRADERVUE. This is another one we got out of a little soon. I don't think the entry was all that good though. 938. We got in at 57.20. 938, 57.20. So getting in right there. Again, just looking at the chart over here for TRADERVUE, it did not look like a good entry. Let's look at the 1 minute. No, that was the entry that we missed right there. 10-cent stop, 57.14 entry, 57.34 is target. We catching target right there, this candle. Getting in right here, chasing. This is one of those that you hear me say that I'm going to get in. It's momentum. I am going to move my stop to break even, or I'm going to start chasing. I'm going to start chasing my stop up behind it, locking profit in. 57.24 is where we got out. So right there, basically this thing made this move up, brought the stop up, came back, tagged me. Let's look at 2 minute bar by bar on this thing. So we got in on this 2 minute candle. Let it close. Let that candle close. You can move the stop to right there. Let this candle close. You can move the stop to right there. You're going to not stop out there. So you can bring it up once this candle closes. Put the stop right there. It's going to stop out on that candle. 57.40. How many shares did we have? Wowzers. We had 600 shares. We left 16 cents on the table. 600 times 16 cents. We left $96 on the table by not 2 minute bar by bar in that trade. Left $100 on the table by not 2 minute bar by bar. Yeah. Have to do better. All right, last trade. S Black. S Black. SBLK. Another one that we kind of chased. Got in this one at 10:02. This candle right there. 10:02. We paid $21.55. Yep, definitely chasing. It's not a good entry here because we haven't had the retest. So nowhere in here is going to be good until you get the retest. Another chaser. Let's look up here at the 5. Possibly could take the buy setup right there off the 5. Trying to look, see if I see any reason not to take it. I don't really see any reason not to take it. Definitely would have thought that this would have pushed back, but this move, half of that move is about right there. So this did not get the rest that it needed. Didn't get the rest that it needed. We got in right there. We got out of this one 2 minutes later, 10:04. And actually, I'm on the wrong candle right here too. Got in on the 10:02 candle at 21.55. So got in as it broke that candle. And then we got out on the next candle, 10:04, got out at 21.61. Right there. As it was coming back down. So chase entry, we chasing, chase the stop. This one against us $6.90, maxed unrealized 32.70, and we made 16.20. So we made half of the max unrealized. And again, just chasing it. Because on that move up, it should have at least pushed back up to high of morning. Once it started rolling over, that was all she wrote. So good exit on that one. And that was the morning. That right there provided us a 2-hour morning, just kind of nickel and diming our way through it. But hopefully you enjoyed the recap. As always, thanks for checking us out over here at LMD Trading, where we are living my dream trading. Hopefully you are living yours. If you haven't already hit that like button, please do so. If you are not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. I might be slacking up on trading here in the next month or so. Gonna put it out there right now. Got some deals in the works. Where I might need some capital. And this account is the perfect place to get that capital. So we're going to see. If I do make a move, it'll probably be in the next 2 weeks. I want to try to get it done before the new year. So I'll keep that in mind. And if I do stop, it's just going to be in this account. So I may just go back to working my cash account, which is what I started this channel off doing. So I may get back to doing some option trading in my cash account, just so I can make some moves. But hope y'all have a good weekend. It's a little dreary here in the Sunshine State today. I'm thinking about going out and hitting me a bucket of balls, though. Go hit some golf balls, work on my golf swing. Got to get my game tightened up. Do a fellas trip every year to Las Vegas. And I can't go to Vegas with a raggedy game. So I need to start working on it right now. But hope y'all have a good weekend. We will see you on Monday. Peace.